Market update here on the 5th. So we got a huge dip today. In the last video, I was saying 400. We went past that all the way down to 398.16. And so the only question is, are we still on track to come up here to 415 to complete the overall corrective wave, B wave or second wave? And I was looking at the dollar, I was looking at SPY, I was looking at some other charts, and I still think that we are on track to go higher. So that's good news, because I was looking at it hour and a half ago, and I was kind of actually thinking that there's a chance we topped out. And I'm not going to dismiss that there's a chance that we did top out, but I think it's more likely that we're going to go higher from here, and I'll show you why in a second. But first of all, let's just look at this move and why I got confused a little bit. I mean, not confused, but I was just considering different possibilities. So this move right here does look like ABC. Just like I said, come down here to 400. We went past the parallel line. That's not necessarily the reason. I was thinking there's a chance this could be a nested 5-wave move. That would look like this. 1, 2, and then we'd be in a third wave right here. And within that third wave, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So a nested third wave with inside the 5-wave move. But then if you look at this move on lower time frames, and first of all, the reason why I think that's less likely is because this first wave looks like a third wave, and then also the second wave comes back almost to the very top of the start of the first wave, if that were the case. And then also this third wave right here looks very corrective to me. It looks like A, B, C, B, and then it looks like maybe A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it kind of looks like a very corrective move. Use parallel lines on this, you'll see that it doesn't come close to being an impulsive move. So I still think we're going to go higher based on all of that. If you look at the 1.61 fib of this is down here at 397.27. We didn't get past that. And then also, if you look at the 1.61 fib, if this was a 5-wave move, that is at, we hit that exactly basically. This would be 1, 2, 3, and we're working on a fourth wave if that were the case. I guess that's still possible, but I'm going to keep an eye on it, but I don't think it's very likely. It is possible we come down here though on Monday, and then we start moving higher after that. So we'll have to watch it, but I think that we're still in this pattern right here. So we're still in A, B, C. So that means if we zoom out here on like the higher time frames, we still have A, B, C, W, and then we have A, B, C. That's the X wave right there. And then we're working on A, B, C up here. Except for this is only the A wave of the C wave. And then again, like I talked about in the last video, the 1.61 fib of the W wave is up here at 415. So I'm leaning towards still going up to 415. Another reason that it was kind of confusing was the dollar. The dollar, if we go on higher time frames here, so we have pretty clear 1, 2, 3 right here, 4. I don't know why I don't have that labeled. Fourth wave right here. And then we get this move right here, which is, there's a first wave in here somewhere, second wave in here. First wave right here. We get a pullback for a second wave. And then we get a third wave. And see how it actually breaks right here and comes back up here. It looks like it could potentially be a 5-wave move here. So 3 is either right here or right here. I think that the answer, though, is it lies in this move right here. Because if we finished, I guess it's not definite, but if we finish this move right here, then we'd be looking at an impulsive move off the lows, and this is not an impulsive move. It looks to me like, if you go on really lower time frames, it looks like ABC, and then we got A, B, C, and then again, this move looks very corrective again. So just very corrective moves. It's gone a lot higher than you would expect, though. But then if we look at, let's look at where a pullback could go to. This has pretty much hit the 0.38 fib. So I'm leaning towards this being the fourth wave still. I thought this was a fourth wave originally, but I think that there's a chance that this is actually the fourth wave right here. And so if this is a fourth wave, then we should get one more move down. And another thing that I've been looking at that is QQQ didn't hit its target yet. So QQQ up here, QQQ target is still at like 298 to 302. That's another, let's see, 287. That's another 5%. 5% on SPY is actually 20 points, but I think SPY is only going to 415. This can potentially just go to like 298 though. That would be about the same as SPY going to 415. And this pattern looks like ABC, ABC, ABC. These are all ABC patterns. And so the way that we're coming down here like this, we should still see on QQQ as well, a move up here to finish it out. So SPY, I think I'm pretty sure, but again, if it doesn't happen like that, let's just go over the bearish scenario. The bearish scenario would be, this is actually 1, 2, 3. It hit the 1.61 fib perfectly. And so that kind of was like, okay, maybe this is going to end up being a nested 5-wave move after our first wave down, because that's an impulsive move right there. So 1, 2, and then this is 1, 2, 3. We would be looking for a pullback for the bearish move to probably 450 cents. And then we'd be looking for another move down to 450, and then another move down here to about 395 to 394. But that would only be the third wave if this were the case. So we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a fifth wave down here. If that were the case, you'd be looking for pullback to about 397, and then we'd get one more move down to probably somewhere around 390 is where I'd expect it to go if it was a 5-wave move. So you got to be aware that this is potential, but it's not as likely. So that would be the first wave down of the move down to probably minimum of 330. But if this move does happen and you don't have puts, you can always just go get them on the second wave. So we go to 390. That means we're going to get a pullback all the way back to 400 to 400 all the way possibly 402.25. So if you don't have puts and this happens, I wouldn't be like too worried about it because we're going to get a pullback to a minimum of 400. So that is the bearish scenario. If that were to play out, you'd be looking for 390 pullback to 400 for a second wave, and then that would probably mean we'd probably get a second wave or third wave, I mean, all the way down here to like 356. But again, this does not look like an impulsive move to me, so I just wanted to put that out there. It's not very likely. The most likely is we bounce from here, probably 397, and we get a move up to probably going to get a move to like back up to the top of this, so like 408. Yeah, maybe 408, 409 at the very top of this, pull back, and then one more move higher to 415. So that's the most likely scenario. I would expect a melt up the rest of the week from here if we get another move down here at 397. But watch out for that 5-wave move. Dollar, again, I guess if we're watching this, we probably just want to watch and see if it keeps on going higher here past the 0.5 fib. It's already broken into the first wave, so it's already a diagonal. We already know that. So if it keeps on going higher here, and let's say it breaks like 105.66, 106, then we can start thinking that there's potential that we already bottomed, and then that would be obviously bearish, and we probably think that this would be a 5-wave move actually. So I'm expecting the dollar to fall from here, and if it falls from here, that means it's probably topped right here. And we're looking at down here to 103.48 still. So one more move lower in the dollar, QQQ, one more move higher to 298. Dow Jones, didn't look at it today. So Dow Jones is same pattern as everything else. I would look for this to be A, B, and then C up higher. Let's see. And if we zoom in here on lower time frames, let's just see if it has the same pattern, exact same pattern. So again, look for the potential of this being a bearish move. If that were to play out, I would be looking for it to come down to probably down here to 33,666. But that would only complete the third wave of the third wave. We'd bounce to 33.8. Oh, actually, you know what? This actually makes it more clear that SPY probably is not an impulsive move, because look how this comes past the start of this. That rules out the nested 5-wave move. So that makes it me more confident that SPY is as well. Because this just looks like an ABC move now. The whole thing is an ABC move, and that makes me more confident we're going to have to see more upside. So that's good to look at, to know. Just expect Dow Jones to go like that. So nested 5-wave move is out of play on that. That makes me more confident about SPY being ABC. IWM. IWM is really the same thing. There's an ABC move, it looks like right here, ABC. So again, looking for one more move to the upside, maybe not as high as previously thought, but maybe like 191, but then the top right here is at 189. Let's see. I'm on lower time frames. Let me go zoom out. Yeah, I mean, this is at, let's see, 180, and then we got 182. Probably going to get something between 190 and 198. I'm not sure how high it's going to go, but you're going to get another move higher in IWM. Let's look at Apple and Microsoft. Yeah, same thing. Looking for it to A, B, C up here, maybe double top with this. Probably go a little bit higher than that actually. Probably go to, again, like maybe top like 150s, high 150s or so. It's going to need to really move for SPY to get up to 415. So I'm expecting Apple to take off here soon. Microsoft is probably the same way. Yep, exact same pattern. Another move higher, and that'll be the top. So I think that I pretty much convinced myself that this is an ABC move. So I would still expect 415 to happen. Let's look at the parallel lines on this now. So if that's the bottom, it could come out a little bit lower. Then we're expecting the time frame of this to hit 415-ish on Wednesday. That's kind of soon. Here we go. We can do a could be I don't know about Thursday. Anyway, this isn't really giving me the right time frame. It's saying Thursday, so I would expect it to probably hit it sometime in the next week or so. But we'll have to watch it and see how far it goes. I mean, it could just go to the. Well, we pulled back here at 398. The bottom is at 393. Yeah, 5 points higher, 415. 415 is still the target. VIX popped a little bit. I'm not going to really go over that. Let's look at yields and I'll be done. Yields are up a little bit today, just like the dollar. The exact same pattern as the dollar, actually. So I would expect this probably is not going to, it probably didn't bottom yet either. Probably going to get one more move lower in yields, and then we're going to start to move higher. And I mean, there is a possibility that, although I'd say it's slim, I'll just go over one more possibility. The possibility is that we bottom and it ends up being like this, A, B, C, and then we get A, B, C. Then you have to go that high. You could come down here. This is a very slim possibility. I'm just going over it just in case something like this happens. We get an ABC move here, and then we get a 5-wave move or another ABC move down here. I don't even know why I'm going over this, to be honest, because as far as it's retraced on the monthly time frame, you can see that it wouldn't make sense. It would take too long for it to come all the way up to the very top and then come back down. And if it only came to here, we would expect it to be a zigzag. It would come down lower than that. And I don't think that's likely because the fourth wave can only retrace it's already retraced to where? Past the 0.38 fib. If it's my target, it's a little bit less than 50% retracement, and so I can't think of it going all the way to the top and come back down. That would take too long. So I think that we have one more move down in the dollar, 415 on SPY. Everything has one more move higher, and then we'll get CPI, FOMC, and looking at all this makes me more confident in it. I bought some TQQQ at the very bottom, and I sold a few of my puts for a small gain, not really that much, but I still have some puts just in case I'm wrong. We do get a 5-wave move. But anyway, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and like and subscribe for more updates. Should be topping here in the next week or so, probably going into CPI. So that's it. Have a good night.